Yo, what's up guys, Frostbite Sub-Zero here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about, nah, I'm just kidding, it's me, the OG, the Unk Nazareth, you know who it is. Anyway, in today's video we're going to be talking about how to save Deepfaken. Now before we start, I know what you're thinking, why am I on his channel and not mine? That's because for this special video, this very special video, we decided to team up and he's going to be doing the editing, I'm going to be doing the yapping. Alright, because this is my strong suit. Alright, I love yapping. He loves editing. You know what I mean? Combine the two, makes a perfect video. Anyway, first things first, I want to talk about the state of Deepfaken. Deepfaken right now is like a playground game. You just hop in, mess around, you don't really do anything. And you know, I don't really have an issue with that, but if REG decides to go this route, he's gonna have to make a couple changes. So as it stands right now, Deepfaken is without a doubt dry. Anyone you ask will say this. Everyone in the Discord server is saying this. There's nothing to do. There's no content. So clearly that's a big problem that Deepfaken has right now. And the first thing I want to talk about on how to save the game is game modes. Now, of course, in the past, we had game modes like Invasion. That quickly got way too boring and people just stopped doing it. After they got the rewards, people just stopped doing Invasion, and that was like, it wasn't even, like, there's no point to do it anymore. And the second game mode that we ever had was, pretty sure, Chime. I'm not too sure why Chime was removed. That actually was pretty good. So I hope REG actually does add that back. Other game modes that I want to talk about. First, I know you guys are going to think I'm weird for this, but Steel Ball Run, okay? Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. YBA, right? YBA has Steel Ball Run, and that game is so dead. Like, dead as in there's no updates. But the game is still popping. You know what I mean? Even though the game doesn't update anymore, the game is still popping with players, and that's mostly because of its game modes. Steel Ball Run was an amazing addition to YBA because it just made everything more fun. Alright, that game mode was extremely fun. But anyway, having Steel Ball Run in Deepfaken would be a little weird. Just listen, right? I think it would honestly make people play the game so much, right? One thing games suffer from is replayability, right? And when you have game modes like this that give you replayability, people will continuously play your game just so they can play like some unique game mode, right? So here's how Steel Ball Run would work, right? It would work mostly like YBA's, but there is one thing I want to change. So for YBA, whenever you hit the little barriers, usually what happens is you just have to wait out a timer, and in that timer people would kill each other. But nowadays people just be passive and they aren't doing anything. But what I think would be a really fun addition for Steel Ball Run and Deepfaken is if whenever you hit those barriers, right, the only way to progress through those barriers is that there has to be a certain amount of players left alive. Like, for example, let's say you start with 50 players, right? The next barrier you hit, you gotta be at 35, you know what I mean? And so on and so on. So I think that would make it a lot more competitive, and I'm pretty sure all the sweats would enjoy that game mode. And honestly, that's really all I have to say. I guess what you could also do is like combine Steel Ball Run and Battle Royale at the same time. Maybe you could have everyone start with like base sword, you have to open chests to find weapons and oaths like that. And I think that could also be a good addition if you combine the two as well. Next, I want to talk about how these game modes would affect Deepfaken. So there's an issue, right? A lot of people have an issue with the balancing of the game. I know this might sound a little weird to you, but listen, I think that's fine. That is completely fine. But here's what REG should do, right? REG, he should separate the base game and the game modes. What I mean by that is have base game stay the exact same and have every unbalanced thing stay on the base game, while he should only balance the game modes. The reason I'm saying this is because it would make it a lot easier for REG and it would make the game more fun. Do you guys remember back when the October Halloween event dropped with the Smiler and the Mutant, all that, those weapons and stuff like that? That was so fun. Everyone was running around with kill streak weapons. It was an amazing time. That was like what would be the peak, the Deepfaken for me. And I think REG should go back to that. He should add trading again and keep everything unbalanced. But of course, he can balance some things when it proves to be an issue, like something is like stupidly overpowered. Of course, he can do something about that. but I think base game should be unbalanced and like an actual sandbox type of game. This would make people that aren't really competitive happy. This would make the people that like to trade happy, and it would make the sweats happy because the sweats can just go off to their game modes and go dominate there and be little weirdos. Whatever they be doing. Plus, it would give Reg the creative freedom to do whatever he wants. Because I know how Reg is. He doesn't really like to listen to people. That's fine. It's his game. It is what it is, right? But it would give him the creative freedom to do whatever he wants. He could just add whatever to base game, and then for the other game modes, he can just literally straight up remove the weapons or balance them. I think removing them would honestly be better if I'm being real with you, but you know, it's an option, you feel me? It's an option to balance them if he really wants to, even though it would be a lot harder to do. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had in mind for like the whole game modes part. And next, what I want to talk about is the oaths and like the puzzles and stuff like that. You know how oaths come with puzzles? Now that was an amazing part for Deepfaken. Whenever Reg would drop a sneak, what would happen is he would also add the sneak into the game. People would go try to like they would make theories about what to do, how to get the oath, even when the oath wasn't even out yet. Like most people thought the oath was out, but Reg was just playing with them. It made the community a lot livelier because what would happen is people would go into the Discord server, they would chat and like, yo guys, what should I do for this? Guys, I think I found something. Guys, I found another step to get the oath, which obviously it was all false. Like every single time it was false, but it was still fun because it made the game alive. People were interacting with each other and it was amazing, bro. The Discord server was alive, the game was alive, it was great. People love to solve puzzles, but Reg hasn't really been doing that lately. Like he's been having us like fight stupid bosses. Like, bro, no one cares about those bosses, bro. Have us do like the fun stuff that we had to do before. Like that was amazing. No one wants to fight these bosses. Ask anyone in Deepfaken, they're all gonna say, no, I don't like fighting these bosses for these oaths. They're all gonna say that. Yeah, I think the last thing I want to talk about is actually adding events to the base game. And I don't mean like seasonal events like Halloween and stuff like that. Like I mean like events that just happen randomly, you feel me? Like I think people have been talking about stuff like a zombie game mode or stuff where some player becomes a juggernog and everyone else in the server has to kill that player. Bro, that would be so fun. Just imagine just chilling and then randomly, boom, you turn into a juggernog. You got like a whole big weapon or something. You start just beating on people. Like, bro, that would be super fun. If Reg adds like some type of events that just happen randomly, that would be amazing. So yeah, I think that's about it, honestly. Yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to add to this, just, you know, write a comment, bro. Drop a comment, put it in the comment section, ping me or Frost on Discord. I want to know. We want to know your thoughts. We want to know what you guys are thinking. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and peace out.